Let me tell you something I don't need. An old, dirty, dusty feminist, overweight and screechy, sitting in her cushy studio in Manhattan, telling me what I should think about the UFC event at the White House last night, the single greatest sporting event in the history of our country, most patriotic event, maybe in the history of the world. The Coliseum, made live inside of Western civilization once again. Combat blood sport for Caesar is what it was. Foreigners getting dropped and KO'd. American patriots and fighters, champions and underdogs. The uplifting brutality, dignity, and honor, passion, love for our country that built this beautiful place on full display. I mean, the absolute and total beatdown that was delivered. Oh, man. It just kicked so much ass. But it's like one thing that you can't understand just watching these clips is how much the uniformed armed service members that were made up 70% of the audience were raging in the stands. This was a tribute to them. They're already talking about doing another one of these on an army base. This was a tribute to our men and women in uniform and also to the nature of the American man who relishes in the bloody defeat and the extremes of victory and the fight itself. I mean, quite frankly, which is the greatest and most honorable and noble thing. What is not noble is, of course, The View, who has decided to take this moment of American unity and to screech and squawk about it. The reason I'm showing you this is because this is a co-host of The View, Joy Behar, going in blackface. She called herself a beautiful African princess when she did this. Yet, The View was distraught that a joke was told about another black woman, Michelle Obama, last night, as The View raged and seethed and shrieked over one of the single most successful patriotic events in the history of the world. So, of course, they hate it. Listen to this. Listen, look at the body language here from Whoopi Goldberg. Look at this. I'm just going to stop you right there. This is what you saved us from. You, by voting for Trump, you saved us from condescending, looking down their nose, DEI lectures from low information DEI hires who have nothing to say, no life skills, no worth when it comes to wisdom or an understanding of how the world works at all. Just condescending lecture. That's what we would have got. We would have gotten a scoldy, angry, passive-aggressive lecture about America on our 250th birthday if we had allowed Kamala to be elected into office. And we didn't. In fact, we chose the alternative path, the path of patriots in control. And so thank you for that. But here's just a Black Mirror horror look into what we avoided.
The sports news.
Oh, look at this.
Last night, you know who celebrated his 80th birthday at an event billed as UFC Freedom 250, featuring cage matches on the South Lawn of the White House. White House denies accusations that he's cashing in on the event, saying there's no conflict of interest because you know whose assets are in a trust managed by his kids. If it's in a trust and I'm managing it, maybe he's not going to get no money. But if it's in a trust and his kids are managing it, they might get some money. He might get some money. Correct. But that's neither here nor there. There was also one fighter who used his victory speech to make a derogatory slur against former First Lady Michelle Obama. What did you make of yesterday's event?
Can't we focus on the Knicks? I have been a
Okay. Wow. We made a joke. We made a joke. Remember, they made a joke about a black woman. Remember, this is a full-time cast member of The View.
Rapist.
Remember, she was called out.
Coming across the border, and that's a fact. Look at what's going on at the border.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
Called Mexicans, some Mexicans rapists. He attacked the handicapped. He bragged about it. Listen, we heard the access. Hold on. We heard the access tape where he bragged about grabbing women by their genitalia. She's talking about, that's what Megyn is talking about. She's talking about lowering the discourse to his level, which is horrible for this country. Even if people are working, we don't want to have a country like that. Do you understand that?
We've all
they don't
done
like
things.
the vessel or the semantics or the tweets, but nevertheless, look at the results.
We've all done things that we regret. I mean, if we're talking about bringing a discourse down, Joy, you've worn blackface. Whoopi,
No,
you
I
said
haven't.
that Roman Polanski.
I'm sorry, and don't.
You said that Roman Polanski, it wasn't rape when he raped a child. So let's talk about
let's
things.
talk
Come on,
about
that's
this. So
not
you
fair.
want to bring this up?
Yeah, we do want to bring this up because Whoopi Goldberg did say that on The View. We have the tapes. And then more importantly, or as importantly, if they're going to be so offended about a joke about a black woman, photo shows The View host Joy Behar dressed as African woman, CBS News. Not Breitbart, CBS News. Here we go. This is the blackface scandal. You mean blackface? Oh, okay. She says she's excited that she wore makeup to make her skin darker. Got it. I don't care because it's a funny joke. The Michelle Obama joke was a funny joke. Here we go. This joke is now racist.
And we won't dignify what was said by repeating it.
Yeah.
But you should look it up. And I think the reason that it's important is because for a long time, and the roots are in slavery, black women have been slurred and made to feel that they were unattractive, made to feel that they were masculine, made to feel that they were they didn't have the femininity that a white woman would have. And so there's this intersectionality between racism and sexism that was on full display at the White House. The crowd laughed at the statement.
Yeah, they did.
And the president of the United States smirked and never addressed what was said. That is beneath the dignity of the office of the president of the United States, and it's beneath the dignity of the American people.
Are you crying? Are you actually crying right now? We're so over this. Everyone's so over it. No, like nobody's going to play your little games anymore. We're not going to apologize when you tell us to apologize because we saw you all make fun of Charlie Kirk and his family when they were killed. When you killed Charlie. You killed Charlie. And Jimmy Kimmel made jokes about it. And the left laughed about it. And they continue to laugh about it. So no, we're not going to, we're all done apologizing. Now is a show of brute cultural strength. Who is the cultural strength and epicenter of the country? Is it you doing drag queen story hours in the front lawn of the White House, having 75 IQ DEI hires give us chat GPT woke scolds about how we should be ashamed of our skin color and our ancestors? Or is it what we saw last night? Well, I mean, America made a choice. And we made a choice. We chose this. We chose to be epic and to embrace who we actually are as a people. And by the way, the White House is now posting the photo of the guy who made the Michelle Obama as a man joke. Giving Donald Trump a necklace. It's a necklace of him. It's like his fighter card. There you go. Okay, great. So Michelle Obama, it's because of slavery. Black women have been slurred and made to feel that they were unattractive, masculine, and didn't have the femininity that white women have. So much to be said there. So much to be said. I'm just going to give you one example. There you go. There. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything else. Just going to leave it at that. Okay.
Celebrating the fact that he was, and I'm not a New Yorker, but you all have worn me down. These bitches have been wearing me down. am now also rooting for the Knicks fan. And I want us to hold on to that feeling of unity and joy and celebration of the best in America. And so I'll tell you, I didn't watch 1 second of that UFC fight because to me, that does not celebrate America's 250th anniversary. That does not signify America's best values. And I'll tell you, he is so obsessed with the Obamas. They live rent-free in their...
Look at this. Crazy. It's crazy, dude. Look at... She's reading off a cue card. Can you believe these people? Look at her eyes. Look at this. She's reading off a cue card. She can't even give her little speech without her with talkers. All of it's fake. This is real. And even the clips that they're showing on ABC, like, make it look so awesome. And here it is. It's so offensive. It's so offensive. The Michelle Obama joke is funny.
So is it everything you hoped for?
It was pretty great, yeah. A lot of excitement. Yeah, it was a good time, man. I like the fights anyway, so
yeah,
a couple quick knockouts. The last fight was pretty good. So yeah, good stuff.
I got to ask, what do you think of Josh Hokett saying Michelle Obama is a man?
I think it was probably the most unexpected and unintentionally hilarious moment of the night. The whole place kind of erupted. So I think you see.
Just laugh. Like, it's okay. It's legal to laugh again. Michelle Obama lives in their heads rent free. Trust me when I say that nothing about Michelle lives anywhere near my family rent free. Actually, there are some rent controlled places that are in Tampa. So I'm going to have to rethink that. But I'm saying she doesn't live, like Michelle Obama herself is nowhere in my head except for when somebody makes a Michelle Obama's a man joke, which is hilarious. And we can laugh at it. And the fact that the View is so offended makes it all the more funny. So keep crying. Be offended. It's your boy Benny. It's okay to be an American and to have a sense of humor and to tell a joke.